going on, man? I'm gonna be just working on trying to get Twitch working and solve the audio issue. So I'm gonna be opening up StreamYard. I think I got it fixed to where it's not dropping my audio, but I don't know if I got the echo gone. So that's what I'm gonna be working on because that shit, ooh, that was bothering me. Thank you. Are you newer to the channel? I don't recognize the name, man. Welcome. What up, Mikey? See if I can get this damn audio worked out. Find out why I was doing that, and then you know what? Let me check. What up, Shane? I wonder if I just click Twitter or oh yeah, is it? When is that? When is that supposed to be dropping, man? Yes, 100%. So what I might do is, or no, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't want to. I don't want to double up because that was much. That was like a little much doubling up. You know what I mean? Hold up. Engage with your audience. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. All right, I'll do that. I'll mess with that in a little bit. Let me make sure I have the whole chat on so I can see all of you guys. I don't know why it does that. It does it to top chat, and then you only see like half the messages. You don't see all of them, and it's freaking stupid. So I don't think my audio is dropping. Um, no, good. It's staying strong. You guys can hear me. Is there any kind of echo or anything like that in the back chat, or back channel? You guys hear any type of echo, any type of like whatever the hell? Audio's a bit low. Okay. Got my volume on. Oh, it's doing it. Motherfucker. It's totally doing it. Wow. All right. I thought it was fixed. I hate this thing so fucking much, man. I really do. I thought I had it fixed. Let me see. Default Mixcast. Yeah, put it on that one. So I had it on this one originally, and it was dropping it like crazy. Is it dropping it now? Yep, it's dropping it. Fuck you, man. Hmm. Maybe that'll do it. Let's see. Echo cancellation. Is it dropping? Yes, it is. Why does it do that? Then if I take it off, is there going to be like a reverb? So is there a reverb at all that you're hearing? Yeah, it's doing that thing where basically, here, I'll show you what it does. It's so fucking annoying. It's really bothering me. I can't figure out how to get it fixed. I can probably just share my screen, right? Yeah. Let me do that. I'm going to do that, and then I will just share my screen, and you can see it. All right. So when I'm in StreamYard, and then I go and I hit my settings, right? So when I go to audio, if I check the echo cancellation, see if I turn this all the way up, right? Even if I turn it all the way up, it's still, I'm low as shit for you guys. What up, Chaotic? All right. So I check auto cancellation, and I was trying to see if, so I use my mix caster, right? So you got 3 separate mix casters here. You got one here, you got one here, and there's one up here. And I was always using just the top one. So I was like, oh, let me try using the default one. So I thought it was working. And then when I leave the echo cancel, when I check the echo cancel, let me see if you could see it. When I check the echo cancellation, then that's when my sound settings drop. Let me see if I can add that in so you can see that. Hold up. Let's see. Window capture. Oh, no, it's not going to be a window. That's going to be something else. How do I capture that? Display capture. Okay. I don't know what that does. So I'm going to delete it. All right. So here, I'll show you what it's, I'll use the web camera to show you what it's doing. Give me a second. So when I pull up my settings, right? I pull up my audio settings. Shit. All right. So when I check that damn echo cancellation box, the minute I check it and I start talking loudly, is it going to do it now or is it not going to do it? Really? Oh, that's my headphones. So see, watch the volume right here. It drops it, and it shouldn't be doing that. I have filters on here. I have all kinds of things that gates and all kinds of settings in my OBS, and it should not be doing it. And it doesn't even matter with OBS. It's just I could have anything. You know, I don't have to have OBS open. It's doing through anything. So I tried putting it through a sound cable, and still the same shit. So I don't know how to fucking fix this. This is ridiculous. This should not be happening. Should not be dropping the volume. Like the whole time I'm doing it, I got to struggle with it. It's so frustrating. Look at it. There's no reason for it to do that. Like, does anybody else have this issue with fucking? So then when I uncheck it, it doesn't do it, right? But then if I don't check it, it will have some type of echo shit constantly. It's such a pain in the dick. And even the automatically adjust mic volume, even if I check that, it still doesn't do anything. Like it still fucks up. So I cannot figure this out. I thought I had it figured by using a different filter or whatever the fuck. You know, there's like 3 different choices, but fuck my life. So does anybody have any experience with this shit? That's what I'm going to try and do. What's up, Butcher? I'm going to try and do like chat ninja or something, but or video ninja, but I was having issues with that. It was a pain in the dick to set up, man. So here, anybody want to pop on and you'll get to hear what I'm talking about. On your end, I think you'll hear some echo when I don't have that echo cancellation checked. So there's got to be a way to fix this. But I tried jumping into the Facebook page for OBS, Facebook page for StreamYard. It's the same shit that nobody knows. There's got to be a setting in my settings. Got to be. How's everybody's New Year, Christmas, etc.? Yeah, it sounds fine, but there's the echo thing that people were hearing the other day with Whisper and Mike, and it was really bad, like fucking brutal. But again, it's not just OBS though. It's coming through StreamYard. I'm glad I don't pay for this. I'll tell you right now, if I paid for this thing and it was doing this, I'd, oh my God, I wouldn't be happy. Wouldn't be a good time. Let me, maybe it's got to be something else in the settings. Let me see. All right, that's video. General audio avatars, automatically add presence, audio avatars, shift video for comments and banners. All right, camera. No. Advanced restrict firewall. Nope. Audio. There's just these little bit of options. Do not turn this off unless you have a high quality microphone and are wearing headphones or don't have any guests. This setting enables audio processing features like echo cancellation, noise suppression, and audio gain control. Podcasters and musicians often turn this off. And the problem is it drops my audio. Even if I hit reduce mic volume, same thing. Improves audio clarity by minimizing background noises. Stereo audio is often used by musicians. Somebody said if I plugged headphones in, that would work, but I've done that and it don't work. And number two, I don't want to wear headphones. I shouldn't be forced to wear headphones. That's bullshit. Bitch. Yeah, it's not that. It's just that, like, in order for me to make this work properly and thoroughly and correctly, I have to check the echo cancellation, right? So, okay, no problem. I'll do that. But then once I check it, if it fucking it drops my volume, as you guys were seeing, like every time you guys are like, oh, I can't hear you, because it's frustrating. And it's like when I got big guests like Johnny Brennan, I'm trying to do a showcase podcast. I can't even do that because my mic's fucking up. So I can't take it. It's like I'm about to lose my shit. Visual effects, hotkeys, recording has nothing to do with it. Layout and guest. So all the options are here. I can't believe this is it for the options. Like that's it. Resolution badge on stage, landscape, display information, message on stage, shift video for comment banner, audio avatars. The fuck is that? Oh, okay. You going live today, Butcher? Or are you taking a break from your show? But yeah, if anybody's able to hop in, just please here's the link. Hop in so I can test this audio and see if we can get it going. And then oh yeah, I want to see if I could just click the Twitter and it would broadcast. So let me see. Let me see if it's broadcasting to Twitter. Do. Premium. Okay. Let me see if I click Twitch. Just want to see if I just hit the stream button, if it's going to automatically stream to the channel. Let's want this one here. Okay. So I'm trying to get this shit. This is crazy. This is the craziest thing ever. So I'm actually on Twitch right now, but it's going. But usually when I set the Twitch up, it won't work. Okay, so I guess I need to get it going and then just hit it. All right, so we'll be streaming to Twitch this Tuesday at 8 o'clock as long as this works. So cool. I don't even have to set it up. I just click it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's go. Awesome. See you on Tuesday, Twitch. Sweet. So we will be up live on Twitch. Let's go. We got a grant. We have 1,000 on Twitch that I have not been able to stream to in months. Sucks. Kick.com. Log in. I don't fucking know what this is. I think it's going to be that.
Was there any location actually confirmed?
What? No. What are we doing? No. Hold up. Oh, good God. Hold on. I don't know where the fuck kick goes to. Give me a few minutes. I'm just looking to see how I log into Kick because I do not remember. And I'm going to be on a Gamer Fridge show tonight at 7 o'clock, so catch me there. Oh, what up, buddy? Give me a second. I'll touch you in here. Kick. Oh, it says device not connected, Butcher. All right. Let's do that.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much. I'm gonna enjoy this. Yeah.
I think you just went robot, or you broke up. Let me turn that down a little bit on my side. All right. Can you hear me fine?
I hear you fine.
Awesome.
But I hear myself in the background.
Right. So then watch this. So then I check this. So I'm wondering, can they hear that? And how bad do you hear it? Is it like really, really annoying?
No. Well, no, I still hear myself.
Right. Do you have headphones on?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. Because that's what I'm going to try to work on getting rid of is your echo on your side. Because then I don't have to worry about checking that fucking box if I need to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a second. Let me just throw you up there. And again, my condolences for the loss of your buddy, man. That's I'm assuming it was really sudden and just tragic as shit. So
It was a damper. But, I enjoyed knowing him all the years that I knew him.
right. Yeah, think about the good times.
While you're here.
100%. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go take a look at the mixer. Because they said if I put a freaking at least they claim if I put a whatchamacallit in there, it'll stop it. But let me try that, and I'll try turning down the outbound volumes. Maybe that has something to do with it. Be right back 1 second. All right, is there still a weird echo?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Fuck. And you have headphones on or no headphones on?
Oh, headphones are on.
Your headphones are on. All right, let me. Okay, where are the headphones? Oh, he must have them upstairs. Oh, this fucking kid, man. I try it now.
Check, 1, 2. I hear myself.
I try now.
Check, 1, 2, 3. Yes.
I wonder if they hear it. how bad is it on your end? Is it you're just hearing you, or you're hearing the both of us?
No, I'm just hearing myself. It's pretty loud, which is difficult if you're talking and can't listen.
Yeah, no, I know. Believe me, it's fucking really frustrating. So let me see. The second that I check echo cancellation, does it go away?
Check 1, 2, 3. Yep, I didn't hear any. No echo.
So then how do I fix it to where my audio does not drop? And that is the problem.
I hear your audio just fine.
So yeah, I think I think what happens is you can hear me fine. Like now, it just dropped to 51, 48, 47. It's just going to keep dropping as soon as every time I stop, like 47, it just stopped there, right? So it's not going to stay at that level. Even if I talk more, it's going to drop. And then if and when Joe comes back to the show, he's loud, period. So it doesn't matter what I do. Any noise he makes is going to drop the volume to nothing. And that was the issue we were having when I was interviewing Johnny Brennan from the Jerky Boys. Was you couldn't hear me, and it was super fucking frustrating. Like, can you hear me now fine, or is it low?
I can hear you.
All right. And then is there an echo on the YouTube side right now? Probably not, right? And then how loud am I? Am I good or am I dropping? Am I low? Like compared.
Sounds pretty good with your audio being from here, from StreamYard. YouTube, I can still hear it, but I have.
Right. All right, let me read what they're saying. What's up, guys? Oh, nice. All right, so guys, the audio, I just want to see when I uncheck him, when I uncheck the echo cancellation, I know you're going to hear me. It's going to be really fucking annoying. I know that. Actually, I wonder if you take off your headphones, will it do it?
Well, I only have.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So when I uncheck that, he's going to hear crazy feedback. I wonder if I do that. Maybe if I keep my volume down. So how loud or low am I, guys, in the chat for YouTube? Like, is it low right now? I'm going to go up to my usual volume, which is 83. Obviously, it's higher. But then when he talks, does he get reverb?
Check 1, 2. See, I do hear.
On your side, yeah. But are you hearing it in YouTube? Because it's weird. They said, like, I was reading it, and there was like, oh, if you add a headphones. Yeah, see, I'm quiet for you now or before, because I turned my volume up. It's pretty loud. Mixcast. Let me try communicate. Let me try this one. Because there's like 3 separate ones, and I don't know why there's 3 separate ones. How's that? Is that nice and low or loud, guys, in the chat? So has Aubin been laid to rest?
He gets laid rest on the 17th.
Okay.
His family was. So he's from New York. So. Oh yeah, he's. I think they said.
What up, Brooklyn? Let me see. Okay. So I turned that off. Do I have it playing anywhere else? Accidentally? That's off. My YouTube is muted. Yeah, I just want to see how your audio sounds when I don't have the echo cancel. And now you're not hearing the reverb, right? Obviously.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, now you're probably not hearing a reverb. Is the audio dropping? Is it dry? Yes, it is. It just dropped from 73 to 70. Now it's dropping again. So guys, tell me if my audio gets lower and lower and lower and lower. And how low is it right now? I'm at 42. Is it audible in the chat? Can you hear me fine compared to him? I need some feedback. Am I connecting to the All right, so you can hear me just fine. Is it loud? Is it low? Is it because right now it's at 42. So I just want to, I mean, if it's loud enough for you guys to hear it in the chat, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it doesn't make sense to have it dropping the whole time. It's super frustrating, especially if I think I'm being heard and I'm not. And then now I turned it up to 78 just to see how it would sound. So when do you start in your live stream again, Butcher?
I think I'll kick it off back next week. I was seriously considering it today, but I just wasn't feeling it. I did some other videos for some stuff I care about. Posted those and get back to doing my weekly show. Plus, it was the holidays. We were out of town. Hard to get back in the swing of it. Plus, with me, I'm still out of work. Yeah, that's it.
Wait a minute. Butcher, talk again.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
All right. Again, I'm sorry.
Check 1, 2.
There we go.
Check.
That's what the fuck it is. Okay. All right. They should be able to hear you now just fine because I had your desktop audio turned down because I'm a stupid ass.
StreamYard is a pain in the ass, and they've also gotten outrageous with their pricing. I renewed before I noticed that the price had damn near doubled this past year. So this will be the last year I have StreamYard. They got a lot of cool features, but it's not worth what's it, $400 a year or some shit like that now.
All right. So I'm going to uncheck it and I just want to see how it sounds when I speak to you and I hear it through your stuff. And I know it's going to be really obnoxious for you. I'm sorry. But and then I'm going to figure out how to get that to stop because that is Fucking so annoying.
Well, you're definitely sounding all right through this, other than the echo.
Right.
But see, I'm hearing that echo on the live show. Pretty sure I heard it.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Restream. I think Restream is pretty expensive too. I'm gonna have to just go with OBS.
Okay, yeah, I definitely hear it. Okay. So I was just all right. So I was listening on my headphones through the delay of the live stream. That's why I was pausing and not responding back to you immediately. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna have to keep it checked, and I'll just have to keep an eye on it. And if somebody says, "Hey, you're too low," until I can figure it out, because I don't understand it. So you guys can hear me just fine, right? Because it is down to 48. I have no problem with it staying at 48 as long as it stays there. Yeah, you were hearing an echo before. You shouldn't hear it anymore because I clicked the thing that gets rid of the echo. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. The echo thing is gone. I have my volume turned all the way up via StreamYard, but again, this should not be happening. So essentially, Galga guy, what happens is it doesn't matter if I have OBS up or not. I can have just StreamYard up, and if I don't check the echo cancellation box, my volume stays where I set it on the computer itself. Okay. So then if I do check the echo box, then my volume will drop considerably during the whole time on the stream. And it's borderline obnoxious. Like I can't, it's frustrating, but if my volume's not dropping right now, it's staying at 42 and you guys can hear me just fine, then I'll use it. I'll continue. It's fine. I can continue to use it, but yeah, it's this shit's expensive. As far as Restream, I don't know anything about it. I'm looking for something free. I'm not looking to spend money on this thing until I'm making money with it, like steadily. Do you know what I mean? If I'm making a couple hundred a month steadily, then yeah, I'll pay for StreamYard and Restream and 3 other things. I don't care, but it ain't worth it to me right now. I'm not yanking in shit unless I'm out of pocket. What do you got going on planned for the channel for the future?
Oh, well, let's see. I've been back in trying to do. I did some more Cody videos as much as I can on YouTube because yeah, with YouTube I have to be careful. So I got a few of those. I'm hoping for my X Arcade pinball kit to get here. I'm still waiting on the exciters and all that shit that was supposed to come with it. That was supposed to be November. Now we're at the end of December. Still waiting to hear from X Arcade when they're going to actually ship it. So trying to do some
haptic kit or
yeah,
kit or
yep, haptic kit because I have the stand, so I went ahead and did the pre-order for the haptic kits, and still waiting on that. So that'll be whenever that arrives. That'll be some videos that I kind of fuck around with, and I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy playing some games and not having to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? You're just playing, just like on your channel. You're just playing and joking and
yeah, dude. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
I like doing it the way that I'm doing it, and it's different. No one's doing it like that, so. Everybody has like a talking, and I'm not knocking a talk. I like the talking head shows. I watch them myself. I just didn't want to be that. Like I do that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing that on my podcast. Like I'm gonna be my podcast channel. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm gonna be doing kind of like what Christina Gomez does. I don't know if you know who she is. You probably don't. And Polarity, he does like a daily show. He just gets online daily and just starts talking. He has some topics. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna start. I'll start planning the UFO topics. I'll go in the morning. I'll see what the top 10 trending UFO topics are. I'll just fucking discuss that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And get that popping. In 3 weeks, I managed to amass 82, 83. So I don't think that's too bad. I haven't really been putting too much effort into it, but yeah, I'm gonna start using them both in tandem with one another and try and boost one for the other. So like, for instance, we just had on Whispering Mike on the live stream on the New Year's live. Like no one's doing that. I had Ashton Forbes on and he was playing games with us. No one's doing that. So I'm like, this is going to be cool. And I'm trying to target people that like, oh shit, how the hell did he get Fred Durst on here? So I'm targeting Fred Durst right now. I'm working with him and Billy Corgan, trying to get them because Fred Durst and Billy Corgan are both UFO guys. So I'm using that to kind of do it. I got a whistleblower coming. I got a lot planned for this year. I was gonna do a video on Retro Lizard, but I'm gonna dial that back. I don't want to give him the attention. I don't think he's worth it. He closed up shop. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into someone that didn't seem to care much from what I'm seeing, in
Hmm.
my opinion. You can't do that to customers. And again, in my opinion, that's not the way to run a business, but it's his business. He chose to run it the way he wanted to. The only thing that I can say to people is never ever purchase anything from anybody that has a disclaimer that there's no such thing as a refund and all sales are final. That is to me that's insane. I personally would never ever buy anything like this arcade here. If Jack put all sales are final, there's no refunds. No, we're not doing that. Like I'm pretty sure like regardless of where Jack's at in the build, if you say to him, I want my money back, he will give you your money back
Hmm.
because he knows he can just flip this. He can flip
Right.
this in 5 minutes. There's like 30 people waiting for one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So to say that no sale, all sales are final thing, I think that's just terrible. In my opinion, it's terrible business for any vendor. I'm not saying him. He's the right to run his business how he wants, but I don't think that flies. I mean, I don't know the law. I really don't. But I would assume that you are bound to the laws of your state. That's how the United States
Hmm.
works. Like each state has their laws are very different. It's like 50 states, one country. So I assume, again, this is my assumption and my opinion on these things, that you can't do that, that you have to abide by the laws, and that if you went to a lawyer, etc., that they can get that changed. But again, my advice to people are don't buy from somebody who says all sales are final. I think that's beyond bananas, like straight up bananas.
Well, you can be fair about expectations of, because I mean, I could see someone order an arcade kit and then them screwing it up and then turn around and saying, hey, you need to come fix it when maybe it was user error that created that problem. So I could see where that could be a
For sure.
all sales are final. But again, I've worked in customer service for that was majority of my life
Me
was
too.
working with the public, and it's easier to appease a customer and keep things going than it is to bring a new customer.
Yeah.
And if you piss
100%.
somebody off, that customer's gone,
Yep.
and then how many people do they talk bad to?
Mm-hmm.
Just like restaurant, there's a restaurant here in town, and I went to it, and it was crap. And I posted on the Yelp page or something like that the things that were incorrect. I said the things were right, but I also said these things were not correct, and they didn't seem to care. But once I posted that, of course they cared, and then they're like, "Hey, come get a free meal." Da 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 da. Um, but it was I was already had a bad taste in my mouth for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So even though they offered me and my wife a free meal, I never went back. And
Yep.
that was a free meal at steakhouse, and I never went back
Right.
because it was bad food, and I didn't like the way they handled it. They handled it in once it went public, and I posted on Yelp. Of course, they wanted to fix it, but it's like, no, you need to fix that stuff when it's in house,
Yes.
when the customer is there. That's when you fix it, not we'll post it because most people don't say anything publicly,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. And a lot of people don't give good and a lot of people don't give good reviews, but they'll be
mm,
quick as shit to give a bad review like that. You know what I mean? And
oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm not the opposite. I will give good reviews. I will give
hmm,
praise because nothing to me, I'm a very loyal dude. Very loyal person in general, just in life. Like if you show me loyalty, you show me, some type of inkling of support and respect, and like without me having to say, hey man, can you do that? Like the other day, I was talking in a Twitter live space, and one of the people in there, name is Jess, out of nowhere just bigged me up in front of like, I mean, you had some big names in there, like Jay Anderson's a big name in there. You had some pretty big
hmm,
names in that Twitter space, and she's telling people to sub to my channel out of nowhere, like without me having to
hmm,
say, hey, can you, like give me a rub? Like she just out of nowhere just dropped me, and now I'm probably gonna be interviewing Jay Anderson because of that. And
hmm.
I was like, dude, that was like one of the nicest things anyone's done for me because people don't normally do that stuff. for me. Like I do it for a lot of people, but they don't do it for me, and I never expect it in return, if that makes sense. But it just
Hmm.
that type of thing really touched me. And you're right, like I'm a loyal dude, so when you show me loyalty like that, like in the customer service, and you go above and beyond, I'm going to be your regular customer. You know, I'll spend a lot of money in your establishment just because of that loyalty. So you're
Hmm.
right. Word of mouth is huge. If you've like Jack from Arcades Are Fun. When I first bought this thing, I did nothing but I must have sold him 20 plus cabinets to people in the group or more.
Hmm.
I didn't get anything out of it. I just loved the product and was like, yo, you guys are,
Yep.
I started that, or I joined it. We blew it up to like the 400 or 500 it's up to now, which it was at 22 when I joined it. And, that's a statement as to what I do for companies. So it would be stupid for someone to be not loyal, and just customer service goes a long way. A simple thing of communication. Your bill is in queue. Here's a picture. That goes a huge long way. And a lot of these companies don't do that. And I just from what I saw, in my opinion, again, my opinion, and this is from the things that I'm seeing in the comments that I've seen and messages I've been sent and emails, this guy was not nice to his customers, and I don't understand how you get customer loyalty that way. You just
Mm.
you just don't build customer loyalty that way. And right now
Well, people
it's
think he thinks that he's above it, and that people he must feel that his products are worth him being able to treat people like however he wants to treat them, because he feels like, oh, they got no choice but come back. But they do. There's more and more cabinet companies popping
every
up
day, yeah.
everywhere. I
And
mean,
I
they're
I don't know if that's how he feels. I can't say, I can't speak for him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
nor am I gonna elaborate or speak or try to speak for him, because I don't feel like getting sued, because it's he basically threatened to sue me if I made a video on him, which
Mm.
New Jersey has one of the biggest anti-slap laws in the country, and I've got a lawyer on deck ready to go. He's the best in the state for any of this shit. So if you think you're going to get me on slander or anything, it's not, it's not going to happen. You're going to lose, but I don't want to waste my time
Yeah.
um, dealing with it. I don't want to give him that attention. I don't want to give anyone, not just him, I don't want to give anyone that attention, because it's just going to draw attention to him, positive or negative. B, he's got people in the comments supporting. I don't understand this. How can you as a human being look at the things that's going on um, with a lot of these companies, and not just him, a lot of these companies where they're taking these orders, they're not providing the service that they're promising. And then how do you as a human being support that? A lot of these people are not rich, they're not well off. They don't make a lot of money. They live paycheck to paycheck like a lot of us. They're struggling, and they take a chance to do a once in a lifetime purchase, and then now they're shit out of luck for the money for it and been waiting for X amount of time. That type of
Well,
stuff is insane to me, and it ruins it for everybody else that is trying to do it honestly. The honest guys like the Arcades Are Funds, the Integrum Retros, the Retrocades. Those dudes are doing it right. They're releasing product. They're trying to get it out timely, and you just got companies that aren't doing it, and it's not good, man. It truly isn't. Then I got my boy Dean Sharkey. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was that was abrupt. That was really abrupt with him to go off the deep end like that and just disappear. And again, I'm not vouching for anything that he's done, but I'll vouch for the character he showed me personally. And when the shit hit the fan with Extreme Gaming Cabinets, he approached me about helping customers get their cabinets and drives, and like he did that, you know.
hmm.
So that was, you know, that caught me off guard when Dean just disappeared like that. And then I got people in my DMs. So it's like, I don't want to talk bad about Dean, because to me, Dean was a good dude. And I'm speaking to his character that he showed me, not
Hmm.
things that he did to his customers. So I can't attest to that. But,
Well,
I hope,
I'd never heard of Retro Lizards, so they're closed up as of
yes. Yeah. Retro Lizard. Listen, Retro Lizard made some good products. I was
yeah.
interested in getting a racer. I liked his racers. He seemed like an okay dude in the community to me. He seemed a little bit brash and like abrupt and kind of like not rude, but like hurt, which is fine. That's an East Coast thing. I'm used to that. You know what I mean? No issues with that.
Hmm.
Hi, what's up, Mike? The issue to me was let me add him up here. The issue to me was, and I didn't know this was going on, was having difficulty getting your customers their product. That's what the issue is to me. Like if you sell a product, honor that. Don't just not
Hmm.
Don't just not do the product. Mad you here in a second, Mikey. And I hope to God I got your audio fixed. Is that God, that bothered me the other day. Butcher, this is a actual UFO whistleblower. His name is Whistling
Oh
Mike.
shit.
Like legitimately real deal, been in a skiff, testified to what was it, Congress? Can you hear me?
You know
Yep.
what? Today I'm going to say the Senate because the Senate was a skip
Senate.
I was in. I
I
did
never
talk to the House, but man, I'm so disappointed in the fucking people from the House that I'm no longer going to bring up that tiny part of the story. You know what I mean? Like, good Lord, what's going on over there?
But so all right, so was it where because I watched the hearings when they all went on and then went back and watched well, I've seen a couple shows where people were testifying and how sometimes congressmen weren't completely honest about what information they were given and who they got information from. And
Yeah, he didn't testify in the hearings themselves. He testified to like in a skiff, like that little skiff they tried to get them in and talk. That's what he did. He did that. He's got real images and like real deal, like 4K fucking videos and pictures. What's it shaped like, Mike? Can you say that? I think you said it someplace else.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still. I think Tim Phillips said it the best, right? Looked like a battleship from it was Star Wars or something like that. I mean, it looks like you would think a really gnarly looking fucking fighter jet looking type of
Yeah.
craft.
Damn, I wish I could see that fucking thing. You have no idea how badly I want to see that.
But yeah, so I mean, I went in as a business. I was actually asked to come in. I didn't request to go through the whole mess, and I dealt with SSCIs at the Senate. So I was in and out of the SSCI skiff and the Aero skiff for like 2.5 years, and then that ended very poorly. Um, there was deals promised that didn't come through. So I wandered over to the house one day and cold called Burleson and spoke with him, and I've been in his office a time or two. But man, just like again today, just got done listening to a podcast where it's like my motivation got questioned of like, you know, congressman saying, "Oh, there's some questions on his motivation." Like, listen, man, I went in as a fucking business. As a business, what is the point of a business?
To make motherfucking money.
To fucking make money, right?
Fuck you, pay me. That's the point of a
Damn,
business.
man.
Fuck you, pay me, bro. That's the point of a business.
Fuck, yeah, I've been self-financing this for decades, right? We've been in the skiff. We're the only ones that can do what we can do. I mean, we've been through the ringer. We've verified everything. Deals were promised. Now they want to take it with the Invention Secrecy Act. We're still trying to get to our people because that's the best option at the end, right? Let's get lethality of some radar systems and things we've designed to our own fucking people, so we can do damage, and that's really what prevents battles, knowing that you can wipe them off the face of the earth. But here we are, still people saying there are some questions about my motivation, which I just want to say again, Vito, I run a fucking business.
Right.
Right.
Oh, you're not selling a
I've got
book.
a lot.
Like
I've got a lot invested into this. It's very simple.
you're trying to get hired, for fuck's sake. That was the whole point, to get hired, to get paid. What anybody would want. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at today, man. I'm just like, yeah, you gotta fucking be kidding me, So you didn't see me testify because that's not what they did over in the Senate. The Senate was a very meticulous way they went about it because the people that sit in the SSCI are also in armed services. I mean, they can go in and pull files, verify things. It's not like the House where it's like they got no power, they can't get the Nevada test range, and they can't do this. The big wigs are over in the Senate. I proved myself to them. So, yeah, man, I think I'm done with the House. I'm just keep having hearings. I wish the best, but I don't know where you guys are going to get with this unless you have a long game, 5 or 6 years. I think it's just more stories. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but you can't understand what a business does. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to wade through Pentagon budgets of can't pass an audit? Like, where do you think this stuff's hidden? People make shit they don't want you to know about, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, you did some good shit, buddy. Brooklyn, if you're still in the chat, Gamer Fridge said to check your DMs. was funny. I popped on here just to do a fucking. I gotta do this. I'm gonna be doing this more often, where I literally just pop on live and just start talking because every time I do this, it ends up being kind of cool, completely unplanned. Then I'm getting people to talk to that it's just random. This is awesome.
Man, I like it. Like, this really should be the way it is. I mean, you don't have to have a subject, a
No.
narrative, like all this shit that's the whole podcast, people hiring like production crews. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
man, just open up the chat, let people come in wherever,
Yeah, and I
wherever
just
their
run
day
my big fat stupid mouth, which I'm really good at. I can speak about nothing all day, buddy.
Yeah, this is it, man. I think this is what people should be tuning into, because it's like the whole podcast thing was supposed to be built on the idea that you no longer had to bow down to advertisers who
Right. I
wanted
don't
you
got to
to
do this
target
to
an
nobody.
audience. You could interview whoever you want, but every
Uh-huh.
one of these people I've talked to is like, "Oh, that's not good for my algorithm." I know what my audience likes.
Yep.
And it's like, well, they don't like the truth, because I'm just going to get on here and fucking say whatever the truth is.
Yeah, and that's the thing that was killing me is I was trying to have my channel be everything that I want. Like, if you look in the description, it gives you a very detailed description of all the things that I like: UFOs, firefighter stuff, gaming. I like boobies. You know what I mean? Like, they're wonderful things. These are all four wonderful things. Why can't I have it all on one channel? And it's like every time I dropped a certain video, I would get some good views. And then the next video I would drop, if it wasn't that other subject, it would tank hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to split it and I'll just use one to grow the other. If I can use this to boost my podcast channel, that's what I'm going to do. And vice versa. I'm just going to have it go hand in hand, man. That's the goal, is to just get everybody on here. And
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm glad you've got it kind of figured out, because it's like, again, I don't mean to keep jumping in, because you and the butcher are having a convo here, but
No,
like,
bro, it's an open format. You can talk all you want, brother.
yeah, the History Channel doesn't have history on it. True TV doesn't have anything true on it, and it's like the podcast shit's now going down the same tanker of like they're forcing people to pump out as much content that fits a narrative
Mm-hmm.
for the advertisers that they sell it to only. Still, I mean, it's kind of like just people killing themselves, but that's it. They're making money, and I guess they'll bow down to it.
That's what it comes down to, is all about the money, because like
Yep.
for my channel, I've been around 10 years. My channel is, it's all right. And I'm like you, Vito, I'm jump around. I
Yep.
jump around topics. And you know what? That's because that's the shit that's interesting to me. I don't care about if I do a video and I get 100 views or 10,000 views.
Yeah, in the same way.
100 views is cool if it's a topic I care about. How many people do we know? And I know several that make videos every single day about things they don't even care about, because they have to keep relevant and they have to push content every few days, because if not, then they can't pay their bills. And I was not going to have my hands tied where this is my income. I mean, if I make $100 every 3 months, I'm happy. I'm like, hey, that's $100 that goes towards my phone bill or something. But so many people don't. So many people, it's got to be that number, and your numbers aren't going up. That means you got to make this video, and you didn't make a video in 3 days, so that's why you're losing. Like, I don't want to be tied to YouTube. YouTube is for me just to have some fun and bullshit.
Yeah, I don't want to rely on it. I want to make sure that if I do this, I have other avenues out. Like, I don't want to, like my buddy Chase Brogan, right? Chase Brogan has almost 300,000 now. Mm-hmm. When I first started bullshitting with him, he had 70,000. Like, I watched the dude explode. He's pretty much mentored me on this whole thing. Like, he's my boy, right? I don't want to be stuck in his niche like he is. Like, he's severely stuck. Like, this dude can't branch out into anything. If he tries, it's gonna go sideways because it's so locked in. But at the same time, he's making some great money off of it. Mm-hmm. But he kind of sometimes hates the shit that he does, and I don't want to be pigeonholed like that. You know what I mean? Where you get too big to where you can't do anything. So that's why I always want to make sure that I have room to wiggle and an avenue to do what the fuck I want. And I don't want my everything to be relied on this. I just don't. But I want to be like a Danny Jones. I want to be like a Julian Dory, but I want to do it my way, and I want to do it differently. And I think I could do it. I think I could get it popped off, and I think it could be a good thing. You know what I mean? I think this could be a huge thing. It's just a matter of me just being patient with it and getting it to where it needs to be and blowing up. Like, Butcher, you've got a nice little niche. You've got the cord cutter thing going, mm-hmm. and you've got a nice, like, dedicated following. That's huge. That's what I want. I would like a nice dedicated. Like if I could be like a vetted or like a Josh Polarity, I'd be happy. That's pretty cool. That's like what I'm going for. Is what they got going on.
Yeah. Well, people got to trust you, and to me, that was one of the things when I first started doing videos, and I showed who I was. Not today because it's a Friday and I look like shit, but normally I show who I am because I don't have anything to hide,
Mhm.
and I'm genuine about who I am. I don't hide behind an icon or some weird tag. I'm like, this is me, and I mean, I met my wife on here. I met my wife through YouTube, so I mean, you never know what could happen, and being honest with your viewers, I think, and your audience, I think helps because people know why you're doing it. And I mean, I love the whole alien
Mhm.
and there for years I was like I wanted to be picked up, but then the more I thought about it, I started thinking, maybe that's not really what I want. It may not be so it may not be beneficial for me, but I do think that the government hides so much stuff.
Oh fuck yeah.
They hide. They're hiding things constantly because it's like it impacts financial markets. It impacts religion. It
Well,
impacts all
well,
kinds
Mike,
of
you
stability.
think Mike, you think the thing that you saw wasn't wasn't extraterrestrial, or you think it was human, right?
Yeah, I mean, the sky's the sky. So, like, what's in it, right? Well, we know for a fact that we have things in it that have to do with X-planes that we're not going to tell anybody about, right?
Mhm.
And then we have things in it that are like adversaries. You look at the Langley Air Force Base, right? That got shut down. Those are confirmed drones. I know you talked about Jersey drones. I mean, there's all sorts of shit in there. So could there be aliens or something else like that? I've never closed that door, but what I did is I went the additional steps, right? Rather than just going in and being like, "Hey, I saw a light in the sky, scared the shit out of me." We figured out a whole system of it. We figured out tracking. I mean, we spent decades on this and a lot of money as a business to go back with the results. And when we went back, it was like the things that you think aren't trackable are, and will help you so that we can correct that. Because what's going to happen to all of our trillions of dollars of stealth assets if it's trackable, right? Pretty big fuck up. The motto is win air superiority, you win the battle. So you can't give that up. So
Yeah, you win the
that's
high
how we
ground.
went
You
in.
win. Yeah, you win the high ground. You win everything.
Yeah,
That's a
that's the
fact in
point
any
of a
battle.
fucking business, right? They knew our business when we went in, but instead it's been met with such just god awful shit like Tim Phillips, the former director of Arrow, accusing us of extortion. It's like, I'm sorry that we can prove stuff. That doesn't mean it's extortion because I'm a business and I want to sell you the system that was able to prove this stuff, right?
Right? Yeah, it's retarded.
I mean, do you want the best radar in the world? Or do you want the shit you got now that you're paying billions for that's obsolete, right? That's the problem with the defense budget is right now it's at 900 billion. Should you get more modern stuff or should you keep buying things that could be destroyed with a $99 drone off Walmart
Right.
shelves, right? Like we're the new breed of what works and what doesn't. And
No,
it's
but
been
I
hit.
also I think a lot of this is uh, favors or contracts or things that work in the favor of people that are holding office. If
Yeah, man, you nailed it. It's like we've ran into that so much, and some of the examples I've given, just even on here, one of the recent ones I given was Mike Waltz, who was a congressman, not Tim Waltz, to get everybody kind of confused here, but he ended
Retard.
up, yeah, he ended up
Retard. Sorry.
in the administration, and then
Screaming it.
they put him over at the UN. But when he was a congressman, he had a hearing called in the military and held up a bag of bushings that was like in like a big baggie Ziploc, and he said, "These are bushings that meet the same standards as this contract." And he bought them for $20 at Home Depot. And then he said, "Do you have any idea what you guys paid for them?" And of course, the guy didn't. And so then he let him know, "You paid $90,000 for these bushings that you can get the same standard at Home Depot for $20." And that's the shit you run into.
I lose my
That's
fucking
what you run
mind.
into.
I lose my mind when I hear that shit. I
Well,
really do.
you know what though? Whoever got the $90,000 is buying $25,000 plate dinners at fundraisers, and it's
Exactly.
bullshit.
It's
So
this money the money goes out, but the money comes back.
comes right back in. Yep.
I mean,
everybody's back.
paying for lobbying position, and that's why some of the corruption is just some of it's just like right in your face nowadays. And it's like nobody's saying jack shit. It's like, I mean,
It's blatant.
it's crazy, and I'm like, and nobody bats an eye to it anymore. I'm like, so nothing, everything is okay. I mean, you can take bribes right up front of everybody, and it's okay. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know. I think that with Congress, and I think that there's so much. These people are in it for their whole life, and they they basically are. Their job is to stay in position, and that's by getting enough political money to run the next time. So they
Yeah, I
have to
mean,
pay. They gotta pander to whichever lobbyists that they may need to pander to get the money so that they could stay in office. Well, then they gotta. I'm not gonna say they do what the lobbyists want, but the lobbyist gets their ear. The lobbyist is able to sit at the table and talk about their point of view, and then the congressman can make up their mind, but they get the opportunity to sit at the table and talk, where normal Americans don't. They don't have You don't have that position to talk about how you're feeling and how it's impacting you.
Well, look,
And
look at it. Look what's going on now that they're seeing with Minnesota. You're talking almost 20 billion in fraud in that state alone. They knew about it since 2018. It was reported on, and then you had a senator, and Republicans got blamed for it. I'm not getting political, but Republicans got blamed for her murder. And clearly, it has something to do with the vote she did in 4 days. 4 days later, she's murdered. And then now you're looking at all this fraud going on countrywide, and then you've got U.S. What is she, a senator in California that's had the best luck I've ever seen in the stock market. So much so that they created an app about her where your fucking stock, your stock will do whatever she does. So if she sells, you sell. If she buys, you buy. And people are like, "Yo, this is the craziest thing ever." Is how successful they've been. Like this bitch is more successful in stocks than Warren Buffett. That's unheard of. Like, there's no reason a sitting U.S. senator should be making
right. But that's the point. They get to hear things before the regular public, Joe public, gets to hear about it. So if I hear that a new medical device is working its way through approval, and I've heard through hearings that it's working its way through approvals, and then I'm like, well, let me see, how much is that stock selling for? Well, it's selling for $10 a share. Well, I know it's getting ready to be approved for whatever it is, so I go ahead and jump on that bandwagon before it's even really out there. So all of a sudden that stock takes off. Joe American jumps on it once it's 80, $100.
Yeah.
But the congressman just jumped on it when it was $10 or $20. So that inside information is completely wrong and illegal. But I mean, we sent who was it? Martha Stewart went to fucking jail for selling her stock. That she heard that it was gonna be it was gonna be sold, but so she sold her stock and ended up going to jail for it. But to me, the whole political system right now is just driven by money. I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat; they're all sucking the same.
They're all scumbags. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're all.
Yep.
And you look at the top companies, and the top companies and the richest people in the world are pushing all the same products, and they're all doing very well. Whereas the irregular American, their income is not going up, but it's going down when you think about inflation. And I mean, inflation is here. It's global. It's global inflation. It's not one country. So I just right now I just see as where everybody is clamoring for that money, and making bad decisions just for that money. And as a species, we are. I think we're a step away from a big reset, be it nuclear, be it whatever. I think that there is a reset getting happen. It happened to the Romans.
You're talking about like a war, like a global.
I don't know.
Conflict. I think
I don't know. I don't know if it's a war or if it's disease.
Something's coming. Well, they tried it with COVID, man.
Purge us. Yeah, and
they just tried to do it with COVID.
Yeah, I just think that if you look at the empires of the world that's in history, the Roman Empire, nobody thought they'd ever go down, but they spread themselves so thin, and then they weren't creating any food in their country. Everything was being imported. Well, then what happens when those countries that you're importing from decide that they're not your friend anymore? Now you don't have food. I just see us as a society where we're heading that same direction, and um, nobody seems. It's like we're racing towards the edge of the cliff, and nobody seems to want to put on the brakes. It's like, I mean, where's being a decent person and being a good person? Where does that fit nowadays?
Out the window.
Yeah.
I've been facing this Invention Secrecy Act, which, I mean, it's not you can look it up. It's in law. There's several big studies on it, but essentially, if you want to file a patent as a U.S. citizen, you have to go through the U.S. Patent Office first.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if you did it in another country. It doesn't matter if you had 0.001% of the invention. It doesn't matter if someone else funded it. None of that matters. You've got to go through your U.S. Patent Office to not get charged. And then it goes through your Patent Office, DOD, now the DOW, Department of Commerce, Department of Energy, all get to look at it and decide, is that going to basically be something we want or affect the power of who's in the top of anything. And then if it is, they take it and you're signing to an NDA where you're talking federal pen time if you bring it up, even to the media or to your wife. And they're supposed to, in good faith, negotiate with you. But if you look through the court cases that go through, they don't, because they found an out. What happens is they go to court and the judge says, why have you not made an offer? And what they say is, well, we took that device, especially if it's, Department of War, Department of Defense, and the amount that we use or what it was able to do is classified. And so because it's classified, we can't actually come up with a calculation of the value of it. So the person gets nothing, not a fucking thing. You lose it. Okay, this isn't the whole America that we're supposed to be waving the flag for. And we've kind of fallen victim to be like a proud American is saying, we're the best, shut up. And we've got some things hidden under our rug that's designed by politicians, Democrat and Republican. I'm on with that. Just the fucking scum. And we're all fighting with each other. But this is the sort of shit that's wrong with the country. I mean, we've got these deep, dark secrets and this sort of nasty, what we do to our own people. But we're all like, oh, damn the Chinese government, look what they do to their people. And like, if I just told you about the Invention Secrecy Act without saying the U.S., what country would you say does that, right? Take stuff from their own people without paying and threatens to throw them in prison if they talk out about it. You sure the fuck wouldn't say America, would you? So, I mean, I fly the flag. I mean, my grandfather was World War II. He used to say this isn't the shit that, he fought for and got sunk in World War II for, this sort of, Invention Secrecy Act stuff. So I just bring it up to say, like, we're cracked at the core, and the stuff that we need to talk about we usually aren't because it's so damn buried in there. But
I think you're right. I think
things a mess.
People are fighting. I think there's a lot of distractions to have people fighting amongst themselves. I mean,
it keeps it going. You're right. We got to keep fighting so we don't look at this stuff.
Well, that's done. That's done intentionally. The infighting, the race stuff, all of that is by design and intention to keep us hating each other.
Yeah.
It's not a secret, and it's not a coincidence that everything is happening the same globally. It's not a coincidence you've got large migrant populations invading countries globally. It's not just happening
all around the world.
Game of Fridge. It's not just happening in one country. It's happening everywhere. It's and this whole thing that they found in Minnesota. They found it in Ireland too. Like, it's crazy. It truly is. And this is going to sound nuts. I firmly believe COVID was released to get Trump out of office. Remdesivir was given to increase the deaths because it wasn't lethal enough. So Remdesivir was added. They knew Remdesivir was a murder drug. It was killing people in Africa. They knew that. They canceled the trials on it in Africa. They stopped giving it to people. And then all of a sudden, people are getting put on ventilators and are giving a murder drug. And you had if you remember, you had an 80+% mortality rate on anybody who went on a ventilator. It was pretty much a death warrant. It's fucking insane to me. It truly is. I firmly believe they did that to get Trump out of office, to have Russia invade the Ukraine. Then you got Brazil falls to that weird election. France falls to the weird election. Spain and Portugal both have weird elections. There was some weird shit, man. And then now look what they just found in Atlanta with the 300,000 votes in one county alone. That happened globally. I don't care what anybody says. That was in every state, that type of fraud. You don't increase your vote count by 14. And I'm not saying Trump won because go Trump. I'm saying no president in the history of this country has increased their vote count by 14 million votes. 14 million votes is huge. 14 million votes he increased by. He went from 60 to 74 million in the second election, right? Biden somehow beat that. Now, to put that into terms, Obama lost 5 million votes from election 1 to election 2. Lost and still won. He lost 5 million and still won the election. No president in history has increased their vote count by 14 million and lost. That has never happened. It's unheard of. You will never see anything like that again. You increase your vote by 14 million. That's a landslide victory. You were destroying everyone and everything. This shit was crazy. Like, fucking beyond bananas. Unreal.
When I think about COVID, it's like, you got a lot there, but my whole point on COVID always comes back to like what we don't talk about it, which is it came out. We still don't have a date of when it started. Then it was supposed to be you had symptoms, and then they said, "Oh no, like your stomach's upset." That's not it. At the end, every possible thing you could have wrong with you was now a symptom.
Yeah.
Of it, and then they said, it was spread through the air. Then it wasn't, and then it was they couldn't test for a flu test, wouldn't pick it up. But then we had a test for it, and you can get a false negative or a false positive.
Right.
At no point in time has there ever actually been an answer like,
right,
what
and
the
then
fuck was it? How do you test for it?
Right.
And then the cure stuff like you're going through, we never knew how to treat it. It was like, how does that hit you in the modern age of like the bubonic plague showing back up? It just.
And then they tested
the money to spend and be that naive or that vulnerable stuff. It's just
it was a control. That's all. All it was is to see if they can control you, to see how many people would fall in line and listen. And they, 70% of the population did it, and I was part of 30% that said, "Fuck you, I'm not doing any of this." Like, why? If you can give me a valid reason why, I'll do it. I worked the entire fucking pandemic as a firefighter, career firefighter. I refused to mask up. I refused to bow down to their bullshit. I got COVID one time, and it was a year into it. It kicked the shit out of me. It really did. It definitely was engineered. It attacked my body in different ways every other day, numerous times throughout the day. 5 minutes I'm winded. This time I'm taking it. This time I got diarrhea. Next thing you know, I can't smell or taste it. Like, I've never had a virus roll through my body trying to attack me in numerous different ways all at once, all throughout this. It was great. For 2 weeks, it kicked my ass, and then I was good. And after that, I was golden. And then I refused to get the vaccine. I would have to go to work and get tested every fucking week. Once a week, I get to get tested. Right. And then one day we had, when the Omicron virus hit, we had 36 people in my department get COVID. 36 out of the 70 something plus of us. Right. Out of the 36 people, 4 were not vaccinated. After I saw that, I said, fuck you. I'm never getting tested again. You can take me to court. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not doing your fucking circus again. They just left me alone. Like, it was insane. And then, bro, I would get arguments, almost getting a fist. You're killing. You're a disgrace. Like, what are you talking about, buddy? And I tried to explain to him. I was like, yo, if people from 1770, if our founding fathers took it on the chin like you bitches are doing right now, we'd be fucking having British accents and probably all speaking German right now. Like, be grateful that we are where we are because the people stood up and people said no. And that's the bottom line. My body, my choice. You want to get it? Inject yourself with 85 of them. Just, I don't want it. Leave me alone. Simple as that.
You get into the founding fathers and it goes back in the taxes. I mean, we spilt the tea right over like a 2% tax.
Fuck yeah! Now we're paying like 60.
How much is your tax rate right now?
Jesus
you get
Christ!
Tax when it comes in, you tax everything you pay. Stuff you already own gets taxed every year. I mean, it's like, what the fuck happened?
Government got bigger and needed more money.
And that was the other thing, right? You had every infection known to man during the time of COVID, when everybody was masking, went to almost nothing, right? So you had strep throat, nothing. You had cases of flu, less than 7,000. You had common cold cases, less than whatever. So that showed you that the masking worked for every other infection but COVID, because COVID was getting passed around like motherfucking candy at Halloween party. Like, it was just given out to everybody, whether you had a mask on or not. So that whole thing was just the dumbest shit ever. And it was a huge, huge experiment of fucking control and seeing what they could do. I'm so glad that I I'm smart enough to see through the bullshit, but it's having the strength and the perseverance to deal with being called conspiracy theorist, being called crazy, being called this, and then like in 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, everything I said was right. It's fucking batshit to me. Never stopped working. Yeah, I did the whole thing. And when we did it in my house, my wife stayed home with the kids because she worked from home, and because I had to go to work, I did all the shopping, I did everything. So it's just like, it was no big deal to me, man. I actually enjoyed it. Quarantine time, I loved it. I can get anywhere I wanted to go in like 10 minutes in Jersey. That is amazing. You know what I mean? There's like nobody on the fucking roads. Shit.
We ran the same system too. Yeah, the person that was out would be the person that would run by the store. I mean, like just some common sense of
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta, I gotta go out and expose myself. So, and the first couple weeks, we were crazy with the whole no contact, and bro, it's sad, man. When you go back and you watch like DVR TV shows back then, like everything was just everyone's gonna die, and it just the mind fuck they did. Even I fell for it in the beginning, and I'm like, this shit don't make sense. So I can get in trouble for swimming on the beach by myself, but if I want to riot, because of a social justice platform or social justice issue, I can go out and burn a fucking city down. Like, make that shit make sense. Oh, and then if I want to go to a restaurant, I got to do the hokey pokey, walk into the table. And then once I get to the table, I can sit down, take the mask off. It fucking made no sense, man. It just truly made no sense. It's just no logic. And if you questioned it, you got in trouble, and it was crazy. It truly was. And fuck social media. Fuck Facebook and Instagram and their censorship. Thank God for guys like Elon Musk, who had the balls to buy Twitter, man. If not for him, we're screwed. Truly we were screwed. Elon Musk did a great thing. I'm sorry, I'm done ranting.
No, I usually jump in, but I feel like every time Butcher says something that's not intentionally, but a second later I start talking. So I'm gonna shut up actually.
No, that's good. No. Hey, I have to be careful. I'm like Vito. I have to be careful. I talk too fucking much, so I try to.
Yeah. I'm gonna be jumping off of this because I got to jump into the Gamer Fridge show. If you guys want to watch over there, it's a dorky gaming show, but I love JP's awesome dude. You guys are probably Butcher, you'd probably like him. Mike, you might. I'm not sure into how much gaming stuff you are, but they do a lot of like home arcade stuff. So if you like arcade 1-ups and things like that, that's part of he's part of Arcades Anonymous. I think you know who he is, Butcher. You know those guys.
Yes. Yep.
Good bunch of dudes. Another panel open invite. I should see it, but if I don't, send me a link, man. I'll jump back in sometime.
Awesome. Yeah, you doing another open invite? Which one is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm saying if you do another one, let me know. I mean,
yeah. Maybe I will jump back on because I want to finish
literally like, oh no, I don't like that. I like to set up and I like to edit it, and it's like nobody wants to do live shit. I don't know what.
No, man. Hey, and like I said, Mikey, anytime, and literally, and this goes for anyone in the chat. As long as I have that link, everybody's welcome to come in, and as long as I got room for you to sit in here and chat, all are welcome for us to shoot the shit. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing this more often because I like the fact that people are jumping in on this. I think that's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to get this worked out. Like I said, if the volume, I'm assuming the volume sounds good now for the listeners. I think you guys can hear me fine because you're getting my audio off of directly through StreamYards, but I'm worried about them more than anything being able to hear because right now it's at 35, and this is usually when it goes low. Now I just kicked it up to 59. I got to get that fixed. This is driving me fucking insane. Once I can get that fixed, then like the sky's the limit. I can be screaming. But thank you guys.
All right, brother. It was good to see you, Butcher. Good to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, Mike. Keep up the hard work. Vito, we'll see you around, bud.
Anytime, brother. Catch you guys later.